Kingbull. I don't know that much about them. This is a company that has quite a few different bike options and offerings, and I have never heard the name before. Even my FedEx guy that delivered the bike said, I've never heard of this brand before. And he delivers, of course, a lot of electric bikes. I want to jump into this and find out what it is, because this company is entering into the arena with this folding bike to compete with that hot segment of folding bikes for us RVers. It is highly contested. There's a lot of offerings. I've already done a lot of videos myself on folding bikes. I look at the specs on this one and I thought, you know what, this has got to be something that we need to take a look at, because it is up there. There's a lot of specs on this thing that look really impressive. So we're going to learn about this together. I'll go ahead and get this out of the box, but before I do, I'm going to show you the packaging, and yeah, let's see what this thing looks like.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So again, this was sent to me by Kingbull to give you a review, and I think that I would have passed up on it, except I believe it's a 15 amp hour battery. Not only that, but they're listing the motor as a 750 watt. I want to make sure that that is a sustained wattage, not a peak. We'll look at that and give you the details. It's got a nice look to it, and it's got a 400-pound capacity. I want you to take note. Already I can tell that they are somewhat concerned about their customer service, because it says, notice, please keep the packaging box for at least 30 days. That's going to be in case there's any problems that arise and that you may need to exchange the bike out with them. Now, they do have a 2-year warranty. The fact that they want you to keep the packaging is because if there's that problem, it's really hard to find these kind of boxes just laying around. You would have to, you know, go through extra trouble to make that happen. So I like that idea. And again, the warranty, I like that idea a lot too. So like I said, this came FedEx. The box is relatively heavy. It's about a 80-pound box, and it's pretty big. A lot of these folding bikes, whenever they ship them, it's about 50-50 with these companies that do these folding bikes, if they're going to allow the bike to be shipped folded, fully assembled, or if they're going to make you do some assembly. And in this case, they're going to make me do some assembly. Not a lot though, pretty standard. I opted for the green color on this, and it is spectacular. It looks like a 70s muscle car. Pretty good packaging on this. I see a lot of wire ties. That keeps all the components from bouncing around and moving around. Of course, you're going to be looking for boxes. You always want to look for the boxes, because inside the boxes are the goodies. What I'm talking about is the tools, the chargers, the manuals, the stuff you need. But I wanted to draw your attention to this here. That looks really nice. I can't wait to see what this thing is, you know, looks like completely out of here. And what we're looking at is their folding bike, which they call the Literider, L-I-T-E Rider, Literider, all one word. And as far as the specs on this thing, it looks pretty good. 400 pounds, that's really good. I mean, cargo bikes, a lot of cargo bikes are only rated at 440 pounds. So this one's not even supposed to be a cargo bike. It's a folding bike, and it's right up there. Of course, it has fat tires on it. We'll take a look at that. The seat looks pretty nice, and it looks like, again, my assembly's pretty basic. First, let's look at what kind of components it came with. All right, so first we're going to look at the small box here. I've never had actually 2 boxes being shipped with something like this, so I wonder if they put like the headlight in here or something. Oh, wow, okay. Yes. Wow, this, I'll tell you, how is it that every time these companies, you know, a new company that I deal with come around, I start thinking, wow, this could be my favorite company with some of the stuff they do. Ready for this? This is the headlight. That's incredible. It's got two, three, at least 3 LEDs in there. And this is, you know, a projector beam. Looks like it's got some sort of halo action also. They've got some wire management already built in. That's really cool. Man, this is nice. I think that's pretty awesome. What else do they have here? Oh, check this out. They have a phone holder for you. And then the large box, I can tell by the weight and the rattle. I heard some rattling in there. The tools are in here, probably the charger. The nice thing that I did see already, and I don't know if you guys noticed it on camera, the rack has already been installed on the bike. I don't have to do that. Oh, wrench fell out. Oh, looks like the wrenches got loose. Oh my, holy cow. They've included a lot of stuff in here. Okay, of course your wrenches, that's pretty standard. The front axle to mount the front tire, that's pretty standard. Some of the companies, they offer a a quick release or something like that. I don't know, with a folding bike, you don't necessarily need that. I mean, you're folding the tire out of the way. You have protective cap for the axle bolts, one of the axle bolts. Okay, you're gonna love this. Two mirrors, two. They're flexible. All right, look at this whole bungee cord assortment for the luggage rack that's already mounted on the bike. This is awesome. Guess what else? A security lock, a combination security lock with the mount. All right, we have another wrench, a real small wrench. We have another axle cap. We have some hardware here. Of course, the pedals, that's standard. Look at this. They give you a whole Allen wrench tool to for assembly, for quick assembly. Now, what like I said, what I expect here is pretty standard. Yeah, we have a charger, but get this. It is a 54.6 volt and it's a 3 amp charger. They're including a 3 amp charger. Thank you very much. And let's see what's in here. Check this out. This is a bike pump. Not only that, but it looks like it's a foot pump. That means it's probably spring loaded. It is. How cool is this? That is awesome. Okay, they're giving you a lot of stuff. Now, okay, let's be real. If you buy this pump on Amazon, I would assume that it's probably $5 to $10. If you buy this lock, probably about $12. The bungee cords that are made specifically for a luggage rack, you're talking maybe $4. The mirrors, you're talking a few dollars. What I'm getting at is the stuff they're giving you, they're not giving you like an extra battery. However, they are giving you something. And I am impressed with what they're giving us because I don't normally see this many accessories that come with the bike in the purchase price. And then, of course, finally, the manual. So we'll go ahead and get the manual through my head real quick, and we'll see what's involved. Looks like it's very clear. They got nice pictures. Talk about the display, the functions of the controller. All very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing together, see what it looks like. All right, so I know I have you in the shade here and it's cutting down the picture just a little bit, but this is what essentially the bike looks like out of the packaging. I pulled it out of the box, but before I did, I removed the fender and then I removed the tire from the bike, lifted the bike out, and at that point, just cut all the packaging off, except for, I think, on the display there. So the thing that I want you to take away from this is the fact that I have had bikes that have been sent to me for review that aren't even close to this level assembly. What do I mean by that? Well, the front tire and the fender, that's not a big deal. That's a pretty consistent thing because they save so much in shipping size. However, I've had them to where the forks have not been installed. I had to install the forks. Then I had to install this piece here, the folding gooseneck, I guess you could say. Sometimes I've had to install the post on the handlebars. Not a big deal, but sometimes I've had to install the seat. The majority of the time I have to install a rack on the back, which again, these aren't difficult things, but it's all labor that you have to do yourself. And one more thing, the kickstand. You know, that's something they could have easily left off and made me, the buyer, put on, you know, and assemble it, but they didn't. So far, this looks great. Again, we'll get this together and see what it looks like. I have to go do some errands, but for you, it's just going to be a matter of seconds. Okay, a few days have passed because I got stuck in the rain shortly after I turned off the camera, and I didn't get a chance to take it for a ride. Now, even today, you can see I've got drops that are stopping me from going into too much of a ride, because I'll get caught in a storm most likely. But in the meantime, we will hop on this thing and go for a little trek. The handlebars are really close on this. I mean, they feel extremely close to me, which, I mean, that's all right. That's not a bad deal. And the front suspension's very tight. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. The seat's relatively comfortable. I'm gonna put it up on pedal assist 5. Ooh, nice. Okay, it's got some good kick to it. We'll go ahead and go around the block. So Kingbull, okay, this has just as much power as any of the other 750 watt motors that I've had, and I think their controller's set up pretty darn nice, because they've got it to where I'm 280 pounds. This thing pushed me hard at takeoff, so I could see why it's rated for 400 pounds. The battery, looked at the battery, on the battery itself, it says it's 48 volts, 15 amp hours. The headlight on this is, again, very nice. It looks nice from a distance. It does illuminate pretty well, just because of its big projector. Of course, this is a folding bike, and I have to say that this is probably one of the nicest looking folding bikes that we've had. We've had other ones that are pretty decent, but this one looks really nice. One of the most basic displays, easy to read. I'm going to say that it's not the brightest. Hydraulic brakes. That's right. For this price, you get hydraulic brakes. So a 15 amp hour battery, a 750 watt motor that has a lot of oomph to it. The rear rack comes standard. The fenders come standard. Not only that, but the rack is mounted. The kickstand's mounted for you. And the handlebars are all put together to the point where you just have to tighten when you adjust the pitch that you want on the handlebars. Again, pedal assist or throttle only. I just ran it in my big butt and it said it was up to 31. That's not true. It's not 31. It was probably doing closer to 27, 28, but not 31. 180 millimeters dual disc, again, hydraulic, and these nice big 20x4 tires that have a pretty decent design to them on the outside there. It's kind of a different sidewall look. But as you can see, I'm getting caught in the rain. So who's this for? RVers, heavy RVers, someone like myself. They even give you a handle to help you out. So go ahead, look for this. It'll have a link down in the description. If you're interested in it, please click the link and it'll take you right to it. I appreciate it, guys. And as always, we hope to see you out there. Bye.